Lastly, for our news this week, we've got more spin-offs for the Batman incoming. It just feels like they're just adding more and more stuff to this. Like Warner Brothers just seems really, really pleased with what Matt Reeves is doing with this project. So people don't believe it when they're just like saying, "Oh, Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson aren't happy with this Batman movie. They're fighting." Like that's just drama for the sake of drama. But a new Batman project is in the works, supposedly about Colin Farrell's Penguin character in the Batman, which I'm looking at this going, so y'all didn't watch Gotham, did you? Because Gotham was an origin for Bruce Wayne, yes, but for most of the first season and first 2 seasons, it relies very heavily on the rise of Oswald Cobblepot in the Gotham crime organization, and it's actually done pretty well. I really, really liked it. I'm not overly excited for this. I'm not underly excited, if that makes sense. Like, cool, I guess. I'll believe it when I see it, because there's a lot of HBO Max stuff that hasn't gone into production yet that's been announced. But this is cool. It's further fleshing out the world. We've already got that GCPD show coming with, we think Jeffrey Wright's coming back for that as Commissioner Gordon, but that hasn't officially been confirmed yet. This is cool. We know we're not getting a ton of Penguin. Matt Reeves has said that. We're not getting a ton of Penguin in this movie, which I'm fine with. I kind of am hoping for, in this Batman movie and a couple of the Matt Reeves Batman movies, we get Gotham's worst in small bit roles just to flesh out the world more. Like, if we have... I was about to say the Riddler, but we know he's going to be the main villain in this movie, besides the Court of Owls, I assuming, because I refuse to get off that horse. If we have, like, a quick Anarchy cameo, or not a Mad Hatter cameo, or the Royal Flush Gang cameo, like just little things just to flesh out the world, or flush out the world a little bit more. And I think and maybe this is that. Also, whatever we do that gives us more of Colin Farrell in this amazing prosthetic, I'm all about, because holy crap, that's actually Colin Farrell. Like, come on.
There's
now.
Like the fact of the matter is, like, I think it was you told me, and there was the only reason you found out is because you looked at the casting list. We're like, that's Colin? No way! Like, oh, dude, I'm all about it. Absolutely all about it. And I think his appearance in the movie is what's going to make us want a series of his rise.
Yeah, I'm hoping they focus more on, like, the Gotham Underworld side. Like, maybe this is just called Gotham Underworld. I think that would be really, really awesome. Maybe barely any Batman, but maybe he's doing, like, has some turf wars with... I don't think we're getting Harvey Dent anytime soon in these movies, but in the comics and in the Arkham games, one of Penguin's biggest rivals is Two-Face. I think that could be interesting. Swap out Two-Face with maybe somebody else, and you can create maybe like a power vacuum type show, like a Boardwalk Empire type, with Colin Farrell as the lead. Oh, heck yes. And that could be where you have some of your other supporting villains. Again, maybe tie in the Court of Owls somehow, running the whole city, because I refuse to let that go. Also, we're not talking about it this week, but there's a first image released from Peacemaker. Nothing really too important. It's just Peacemaker and the rest of us crew sitting around a table, but I'm going, I think we're forgetting about Peacemaker. I'm really excited for that show, especially after watching The Suicide Squad. I appreciate HBO Max's approach for their DC shows so far. I'm really excited for Peacemaker. I think the GCPD show is going to be great. I think the Penguin show is going to be great. Even Titans, since going to HBO Max, has been leaps and bounds better than the first 2 seasons. I know, Josh, you said you still have some issues with it, but from storytelling perspective and just from overall just presentation, you could tell that someone else took over, because it does not feel like the first 2 seasons. You're like, oh, yeah, you have a budget and you're like streamlining the story. I still have quite a few issues with it being called Titans, because they don't, work as a team except for like 2 scenes in this entire season. But it's Dick Grayson heavy, so I'm always okay with that. But I think HBO Max has been a good home so far for these projects, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's other ones coming soon. What if What if? What if? What if? Marvel's what
Hold
if.
up. No. Go.
You know where I'm going with this.
Put on your tin cap, you goof.
Okay.
Twice in one episode, man. This is nuts.
What if Penguin in this universe is the stand-in for Tony Zuko, and the Penguin show, the first season ends with them going to the circus to shake down it for money, and that's how it leads into the next Batman. I think Tony Zuko as a character in the comics is only really there to kill Dick Grayson's parents. What if we make that an actual Gotham crime boss that's already existing, like a Penguin? Just my tinfoil theory. Now, some people will be like, well, make it Two-Face, because Two-Face was the one that almost killed Robin in Robin Year One when he was still a kid. Penguin could work too. Robin doesn't get along with Penguin. I think it'd be much more interesting if that's how we end things, because Peacemaker supposedly is going to massively expand its universe by the end of the first season. Rumors of Bane, but I don't believe those rumors because they're coming from very unreliable sources, so stop spreading that rumor. But James Gunn himself has said that there's big characters coming that he has planned for season 2 of Peacemaker. I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Reeves is thinking the same thing with this show, of maybe we can introduce other characters that will later show up in the movies in this show. You know, totally original idea there that they didn't copy from Marvel whatsoever.
But, don't break what it isn't broken. Don't fix what isn't broken. Jeez, wow.
And don't drop the Graysons before they fly.
Oh. But at the same time, yeah, I'm down. Why not? I wouldn't be surprised if like a Sportsmaster or something shows up in Peacemaker.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be a perfect James Gunn